Alright guys, it's BattleMick back again. I finally got around to doing it, guys. We're going to be getting into my my newly revised Trapper Guide. We're going to start with going through some of the builds. Now I'm going to do a build for a non-DLC friendly build, so it doesn't require any DLCs. And then we'll go through some of my favorite builds. And then I'm going to cover some trap spots. Hope you guys think a bit out of the box about where to place traps and whatnot. I'll show you some common loops that you're going to come across. And yeah, without saying any more, guys, let's just get straight into it. Now, looking at the very first build here, this is for a player that does not have any DLC. So all of the perks I have here will be available to everybody. All right, so we've got two of the Trapper's perks. We've got Brutal Strength and Agitation. Now, Agitation, in my opinion, is probably one of the most underrated perks in Dead by Daylight. You know, reducing your time, your hook travel time, is incredibly powerful, guys. It really, really is. Brutal Strength and Enduring, really good combo. You're going to be able to just eat pallets. No need to respect any pallets. You can eat them with Enduring, break them with Brutal Strength. Same applies to kicking generators. It's going to be a lot quicker. And Sloppy Butcher's just good all around. It's going to take him a lot of time to start healing and whatnot. Now, this is a build for someone that has no DLCs whatsoever. I would recommend getting some DLCs. Some of the more notable ones, the Cannibal for barbecue and chili. And you've also got the Clown for his Pop Goes the Weasel. Pop Goes the Weasel is a core on a lot of my builds. That regression is just incredible. And it rewards you for hooking survivors. Save the best for last, a shape perk. I can't speak highly enough of that perk. That is an incredible perk. One of my all-time favorites. But yeah, real basic. Let's go down to basics. This is my real basic build. If you've got no DLCs, highly recommend it. Give it a try. You can swap it out for whatever you like, but that's what I recommend you starting with. You've got something to speed up the game for yourself. In terms of being able to break pallets really quickly. Enduring, you can make some really good plays with Enduring. You're going to reduce the travel time from taking a survivor to a hook, and you're going to slow down healing. And here we have our more advanced build. I say more advanced, all I mean by that is it's DLCs. It's a little bit more involved. You got to think a little bit more about what you're doing. So what we have here, the one that's interchangeable here is definitely barbecue and chili. I'm a bit of a point whore. I do like the extra blood points that barbecue and chili gives, but barbecue and chili is not useless just because of, you know, just the blood points. You are still getting information. If you're hooking a survivor, anyone outside of 40 meters is going to be revealed for 4 seconds. Really, really good for information, but that can definitely be swapped out for Discordance. Discordance is still a really good perk. Now, Discordance is gonna proc when more than one survivor is working on a generator. And that can give you really good information to know, all right, I've put this guy on a hook. I've got my Pop Goes the Weasel active. That generator over there has Discordance active. You can go straight over there, pop it, and get the maximum value out of Pop Goes the Weasel. So they work really, really well together. Corrupt Intervention is gonna help you get a bit of prep work down early game. And, you know, you don't want to put 3 traps down and then a generator pops. So this is going to block 3 of the generators. It's just going to give you a little bit of time to get some prep down and just get started. And then we have Save the Best for Last. Oh, just an incredible perk, guys. You really need to use it to know what I'm talking about. It can be really, really powerful if you can avoid your obsession. All right. So, but yeah, great perk. This is one of my all-time favorite builds. You'll see me a lot of the times if you're in the live stream, guys. You'll see me running this build very, very often. If I change it, it's either been requested by someone in the chat or we're doing a bit of a meme. So, but let's move into the bulk of the guide. I'm going to give you some tips on trap placements at different tiles and whatnot. Now, all of this stuff was pre-recorded, so it's just going to be me talking over. I did a Kill Your Friends with a friend of mine, and he helped me record all that stuff. So we'll cut over to that now, and we'll get straight into dissecting it. All right, now the first tile we are looking at, guys, is the shack, Killer Shack, one of the most common tiles you'll see in Dead by Daylight. Now here I'm just going to show you a few spots of where we can lay some traps here to catch some survivors. So the first spot here the window. Pretty common. A lot of trappers will do this, but you know, we can get a little bit spicier than that. You know, this is the usual pathing a survivor will take. That's the idea. Catch them at the window, but every trapper and their dog puts that trap there. So let's mix it up. Let's just move the trap down here to the corner. Now, this one, you can catch them while they're doing that rotation through the window and looping back around to use the window again. Or we can move it up to the top corner here and catch them as they try to come around that corner after the window has blocked itself to go for the pallet. You can do that play as well. This also works on the opposite side of the shack. But those are my 3 recommended trap spots. So here we go. We've got a survivor here. He's going to run the loop. Now, I haven't trapped this loop up, so this is kind of give you a bit of an idea of the pathing that survivors are going to take. He's going to just run this around. Remember, a survivor in chase can use that window vault 3 times, and then the entity will block it. There we go. Window's now blocked. Now we're going to do the same loop again, but I've trapped up the corner of the shack there. So he's going to use the loop. We've got 1 loop there. Another vault. He's going to go around and hit that trap right there, getting him on that on the rotation. All right, same loop again, but I've trapped up near the pallet this time. Now the idea is he's going to run this loop until the window is blocked. So there's 2. 3. Now he's going to go to the right, going to use the pallet, and gets caught in the trap instead. So yeah, just some basic trap spots for the shack. Now we have this L wall here. This is another really common tile. This is the only spot I really recommend that you trap. It's one of my favorite, and I'll show you how to use it in a minute. So if you're going to encounter survivor here, this is the general pathing that they're going to take. They're going to loop it until you get close enough where they're going to drop that pallet. Yeah, using dead hard to get distance, getting the pallets done. Now the survivor can easily keep you at this pallet if you decide not to break it. But trapping that spot like I've done here, I'll show you exactly how you're going to use it. We're going to run this loop exactly the same. All right, survivors drop the pallet. I'm going to force him around to the side I want. There's a trap set there, and we've caught the survivor. All right, now we've got this loop here. Now this will change from map to map, but this is still a really common type of pallet you're going to see. Most trappers are going to stick a trap right in front of the pallet. It works, but look, let's spice it up a bit. Let's put it around the corner where a survivor is not going to expect it to be. They're not really going to expect it to be there. That works on both corners. So up near the pallet and on the opposite side of the pallet, and also on the other car as well. It's going to work there too. You just need to think to yourself, where is the survivor going to take pathing? This one here, I know there's a survivor, if they were running that loop, they would run through that area and get caught in that trap. So let's get my survivor friend over here to do a few loops, and then we'll see how to actually put these traps into practice. So I'm just going to set the trap over here, and I'm going to bring my friend over, and we're going to see if we can catch him. All right, here we go. So he's decided to take the left side of the loop. Now what you need to do if a survivor does this, once you get that pallet drop, if you haven't down the survivor, rather than breaking the pallet, force that survivor to go where the trap is. So he's dropped the pallet on me. I'm going to go around to the left and force him to go to the right. I know there's a trap set there, and that's exactly where I want him to go. And that'll work on either side of that loop. Alright guys, this is going to wrap up the guide for us today. Now this was an extremely basic guide. This does not cover every single tile. Survivors are going to differ between survivors, different skill levels. They're going to run loops differently. So, you know, jump in there, give them a try, figure it out for yourself as well. Practice makes perfect, as they say. And I hope you did enjoy the guide. If you did, please consider subscribing. Give the video a thumbs up. It helps out tremendously. Also, we are live on Twitch 5 nights a week, guys, so don't be afraid to jump into the live stream and come and hang out where we have an absolute blast. I'll leave all the links down below for the socials and all of that, the Discord. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next guide.